Hello students, I am Dr. Anita Sharma. Welcome in my chemistry class. Today I am going to explain you one of the important topics of electrochemistry, that is conductometric titrations. So without further ado, let's begin. Chemistry paper 202, and in this lecture we will learn conductometric titrations and different types of conductometric titrations. So it is an electrochemical method of analysis concerned with electrical conductance through an electrolyte solution, or it is defined as determination or measurement of electrical conductance of an electrolyte solution by means of conductometer. So electrical conductivity of an electrolyte solution depends on types of ions, means which kind of ions are present, cations, anions, singly or doubly charged, concentration of ions, whether the solution is concentrated or dilute, third temperature, and mobility of ions. So basic principle is the conductance of electric current through electrolyte solutions similar to metallic conductors. The electric conductance is according with Ohm's law, which states that the strength of current I passing through conductor is directly proportional to potential difference and inversely proportional to its resistance. So types of conductometric titration. So these are the types of conductometric titration, but in this lecture we are going to learn acid-base or neutral titrations. So acid-base titration, these are the types of acid-base or neutral titrations. Titration with strong acid and strong base. Example, titration HCl versus NaOH. Strong acid, weak base, that is HCl with ammonium hydroxide, which is a weak base. Weak acid, strong base, acetic acid and NaOH. And weak acid, weak base, so acetic acid and ammonium hydroxide. So we will start with the first titration, the titration of strong acid with strong base. So this is strong acid, strong base HCl. So when they will react, HCl when reacts with NaOH will get NaCl and H2O. So complete neutralization titration. And in this figure you can see here on this x-axis we have taken volume of titrant, that is NaOH, and here conductance we are measuring. So what we see in this graph, when we have only acid, we have not added NaOH, that time conductance is highest. Why it is highest? Because HCl, here this point is showing conductance due to HCl. On this axis volume of NaOH is 0. And since the mobility of H plus ion is highest, maximum, so that we will see highest conductance here. As we start adding NaOH, the neutralization reaction takes place. The concentration of HCl continuously decreasing. And this is called equivalence point. At this point, the volume of NaOH and HCl is equal and complete neutralization of HCl takes place. Now, if we add excess of NaOH, this increase in conductance is showing the presence of NaOH. So now if we add extra NaOH or excess of NaOH, then conductance again increases due to presence of OH negative ions. But you can see here we are not getting a clear V-shaped graph here. Why it is happening? Here we have to understand the conductance of H plus ions is maximum, while the conductance of OH is also very high, but as compared to H plus ion, the conductance due to OH ion is less. So mobility, since mobility of H plus ion is maximum, that is why here we can see steep downfall, and here also conductance increases due to mobility of OH ion, but the mobility of OH ion is not exactly equal to mobility of H plus ion. So this is equivalence point where complete neutralization of HCl takes place by NaOH. So this is the titration, conductometric titration graph of strong acid versus strong base. So now we see the titration between strong acid and weak base. Strong acid we have taken HCl, hydrochloric acid, and weak base ammonium hydroxide. So in this graph, when you see here, we are taking the volume of titrant, that is ammonium hydroxide here, and here this axis is showing conductance. So in this graph, this fall in conductance due to this blue line, due to replacement of hydrogen ions by ammonium ions, because here initial in starting the conductance due to hydrogen ions we can see that is very high, and as we start adding ammonium hydroxide, though it's a weak case, slightly weak base, slightly it is decreasing, conductance decreasing. And due to the reaction of HCl and ammonium hydroxide, ammonium chloride is formed, and ammonium chloride, as we know, is a strong electrolyte. So slight increase here you can see due to formation of ammonium chloride, and as we add ammonium hydroxide in excess after neutralization of complete neutralization of HCl, this is equivalence point, and conductance remains constant due to suppression of ammonium hydroxide by ammonium chloride, because by the reaction of HCl and ammonium hydroxide, ammonium chloride is formed. Now due to common ion effect, ammonium hydroxide will not dissociate in the way it could be dissociated. So here first fall in conductance due to neutralization of HCl by ammonium hydroxide. Here slight increase in conductance due to formation of ammonium chloride, and here conductance remains constant due to suppression of ammonium hydroxide by ammonium chloride. So this is strong acid and strong weak base titration. Now third conductometric titration is weak acid versus strong base. So weak acid we have taken here acetic acid, and strong base NaOH. So initial decrease in conductance followed by increase due to NaOH. So what is the reaction here? Acetic acid is reacting with ammonium hydroxide, and first we'll get sodium acetate. And so here first acetic acid, this fall in conductance due to neutralization of acetic acid. Here slight increase in conductance due to formation of sodium acetate, which is a strong electrolyte. So at this point, this is called end point, where total acetic acid is neutralized by NaOH. So as we add excess of NaOH, steep rise we can see due to addition of NaOH. This is the conductance due to mobility of OH negative ions. So first conductance decreases, then slight increases, decreases due to neutralization of acetic acid, slight increase due to formation of sodium acetate, and at this point complete neutralization of acetic acid takes place, and then as we add excess of sodium hydroxide, steep rise due to presence of OH negative ion, because the mobility of OH negative ion is very high. So now we discuss mixture of strong acid and weak acid versus strong base. So in this titration we are taking strong acid HCl, weak acid acetic acid, and strong base NaOH. So in this titration also we have taken here volume of titrant, that is NaOH, and here conductivity. So in starting conductivity is maximum when we have not added NaOH. So conductivity is due to presence of HCl, due to mobility of H plus ions. So as we start adding NaOH, the conductivity decreases due to neutralization of HCl. Here slight curve we can see, till here neutralization of HCl, and here conductivity decreases due to neutralization of acetic acid. Since acetic acid is a weak acid, and by the reaction of acetic acid and NaOH, one more electrolyte is formed, that is sodium acetate. So due to common ion effect, dissociation of acetic acid suppresses. So here in this reaction sodium acetate is formed, which is a strong electrolyte, and since it's a strong electrolyte it will dissociate. So here in this graph, conductivity here increases due to dissociation of sodium acetate. So first fall due to complete neutralization of HCl, then second equivalence point. This was first equivalence point which is showing complete neutralization of HCl. This is second equivalence point which is showing complete neutralization of acetic acid, and now this steep increase is showing addition of excess of NaOH. So when both the acid neutralized, if we add NaOH, now conductivity increases due to OH ions or due to mobility or conductance of OH ions. So this is the beauty of this titration. In this titration, if we are taking mixture of two acids, we can separately find out how much volume of NaOH required for the complete neutralization of HCl. Till here, whatever volume is required, that is required for the complete neutralization of HCl, and how much volume of NaOH required for the complete neutralization of weak acid also we can determine. By conventional method, we cannot determine separate volumes. So this is the conductometric graph of mixture of strong acid, weak acid with strong base. So now some advantages of conductometric titrations. So in conductometric titration, the first thing that no indicator is required, because we are measuring the conductance. So it is suitable for colored solution, for the titrations of colored solution where we cannot use indicator. Since endpoint is determined by graphical means accurate results we will get with minimum error. And it is used for the analysis of turbid suspensions where we cannot use conventional method. Weak acid, weak base, mixture of weak and strong acids also we can determine with the help of conductometric titration. So in short, in colored solutions without indicator we can perform these titrations. And there are few applications of conductometric titration. So it is used for the checking of water pollution, alkalinity of fresh water, salinity of sea water, food microbiology, tracing of antibiotics, estimation of ash content in sugar juice, etc. These are the applications of conductometric titrations. These are the references. Thank you.